Hi, I'm Kevin Whitler, Feed Division Manager with Farmers Cooperative. We service feed industry in northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. As a company, we operate 4 feed mills, one at Dorchester, Jansen, Firth, and Beatrice, Nebraska, and operate about 45 bag locations in the 2 areas. So at this point, I'll let the feed sales team introduce themselves.
I'm Morgan Zabatrisky. I'm a livestock production specialist in northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska, and I primarily work with cow-calf producers and backgrounding operations.
I'm Linda McKay. I'm a livestock specialist in northeast Kansas and central Nebraska. I work with cow-calf pairs, backgrounding, and show feeds.
I'm Mike Stevens. I'm an LPS with the Farmers Cooperative. I do mainly beef and dairy, and I've been with the company, I believe, since 1985. So I'm kind of the old guy on the block. It's kind of exciting that we have the new people coming in like the Morgans and some of the interns. It's kind of new and exciting to see the new generation come along.
Hi, I'm Doyle Hostetler, Assistant Feed Department Manager. I cover all swine. I deal with layers and beef in the northern area.
I'm Tony Arena, Feed Mill Manager here at the Beatrice Feed Mill. We do bulk feeds, bagged feeds, and pelleted feeds.
I'm Glenn Bernheide, a livestock production specialist with Farmers Cooperative. I cover southeast Nebraska, work with feedlots, cow-calf, and backgrounders in the area.
Morgan, if a producer wanted to utilize his homegrown forages, what starter product would be the best for him to use?
Stress Care 5 works really well in that situation. It's a 22% protein pellet, 5-pound feed rate, hand-fed product, and we're able to utilize our own grass hay and free choice that along with a stress tub at the time of weaning. Linda, when we're receiving or weaning high-stress calves, what starter feed option would we recommend to a producer?
We would probably recommend Precon. It's been around for 50 years and it's proven in that. It's a 10-pound hand feeding rate. The calves really like it, they take off and they start really well. Along with that, we'd also put a stress tub out there for them. Glenn, if we have producers who's limited on their forages and their stuff to feed, what type of starter program would you suggest for them?
The best starter program there would be an AccuRation Complete Starter, where they would minimize the amount of forage they would have to feed, if any, and they could utilize that. It's a very palatable product, comes in a pelleted form, and calves take to it real easy. Consumptions are great on it. Average daily gain is really good in the first 14 to 21 days. And then we'd also utilize a stress tub along with it at weaning, and it's real easy transition coming from, say, creep feed to the AccuRation Complete Starter.
What, Glenn and Morgan, you have both brought up using a stress tub. What is a stress tub and what is its benefit?
The stress tub we utilize in starting calves because it's something that they're probably familiar with, being out in pasture with the cows, maybe with a protein tub or a mineral tub. And the stress tubs, it initiates intake. The licking action will create more saliva and increase the appetite for that calf and get it to come up to the bunk and start eating the starter feed quicker, or the hay, the forage better. Plus it is very highly fortified in vitamins and trace minerals, which will help that calf's immune system get primed and be ready to fight off any kind of antagonist they have with the stress of being weaned.
Along with that and them being acclimated to the tub during pasture season, we know that if there's some calves hanging in the back of the pen, they're most likely to go lick on that tub, which, like Glenn said, will then help stimulate that saliva, buffer the rumen, and get them up to the bunk eating a lot sooner.
Hey Kevin, so what's our fall booking program going to look like this fall?
We'll follow the same format we have in the past. We'll begin September 1 with booking period through November 30th. As long as product lasts and supplies last, and then producer pull period through the end of March. So basically protein sources, cubes, tubs, liquids, those types of things, similar to what we've had in the past.
What changes on the tub side, like the deposits on the steel, they're going to go up more?
The steel has gone up with inflation here. Steel tubs are quite a bit more expensive than they were. Still doing the return on those. We offer plastic, biodegradable, different delivery sources.
So Mike, we offer a lot of different protein sources. Why do we do that?
Well, I grabbed this piece of corn stalk, and right now this corn stalk's probably about a 9% protein, 9 or 10, if we were to chop it. But once we harvest this corn, it gets really, really dry, and the protein level in this drops to about 5%, and it's not very digestible. And so what we do is we make protein available to the cows to improve digestion. What it does is it improves the population of digesters in their rumen and helps digest poorly digestible stocks. And so we can actually move more product through the cow. And if we can move more product through the cow, then she can eat more and help maintain her weight.
Well, last fall, and I think we're going to do the same thing, we offered 17 different kinds of tubs. We had 4 different kinds of cubes. We have 2 different liquids. And we have some loose forms of proteins also we can feed. So I think we've covered every basis for every producer by doing that.
It's really just all about matching products up with the producer, isn't that right?
Absolutely, and with the way everything is so volatile, I'm afraid that people will hold off booking, but we don't know anything about supply chains, and I hope that when we start the first week in September and we go till November 30th, I hope everybody just doesn't sit there till the last in November. We may not have that contract covered, or we may be open, might be lucky, and you might not be. But we have a lot of people that are scared prices are going to come down.